got a chair, so I can just pull up my chair, for example. So like we all get space.
True. You need a chair, Kim? Here, on the ground, Kim.
No, I'm good.
But yeah, we just got out of the street team war yesterday, right? You should have seen it, bro. They tried to twist it to get involved, changing others already. You know what I mean?
Wait,
That's what they do, man.
So what they did was, you know, like they've been at us for like 7, 8 days, right? We've been only defense because we knew if we go attack the compound, you know, then Chang'e and Hyra are gonna get involved, right? Street team was like, they will not get involved. They will not get involved. I'm like, of course they will. They were like, no, no, no. And then yesterday, Mr. K is like, yo, you guys came to my gas station today and tried to rob somebody, and they're not street team, so that's a problem. And I'm like, we tried one time, bro, in 8 days. And he's like, well, they're not street team. I'm like, well, I knew this. That's why we didn't do it. And he's like, okay. You see what I mean? Like, it's people are, you know, people are easy to jump on the boat, you know?
Of course, that's why when we are at war with anyone related with their group, we stay the fuck away from that area. No.
Oh, 100%, but yeah, you can just be defensive, and street team was getting smoked every fucking day, and they still didn't wanna, like, you know, face the truth, I guess.
Yeah, we don't really give a fuck. We just shoot them all, to be honest.
Yes. You know, people is twisting, turning things to justify any stupid action they take. So now MG is like, when it comes to Chongon, we're like, fuck it, we just shoot them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You guys were just in war recently, right, Sergio?
Yes, who was that with, Marco? Who did we just smoke? We've been in so many wars, even at my old age, I'm forgetting the amount of wars we are in.
I love Sergio, it's so funny.
BSK, and we're NBC, kind of.
Wait,
really
you're
know.
at war with NBC right now?
Yeah, we don't. It's one of those things where like we don't wake up at the same time, you know. So it's.
Wait, you guys are also at war with NPC?
Yes.
What do you mean also?
I didn't even know. Well, BSK is at war with NPC.
What?
That's what this meeting is about.
Yeah, not really. This is about the escalation, but yeah, that's what I mean. Like, hola guys.
Wait, BSK, you at war with NBC too?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, well, you see, fine.
Now I can hear you, Titi.
So Autotune, is this your, which one is your, you know, second in command, I mean, third in command, was it, right?
So, yeah, so basically my second in command isn't here right now. And both of these are the next in line. Same in command.
Alright. Everybody agree here that they can both be here then? Is that okay for everybody party here?
If not, we can keep one.
Flanky or whatever his name is, I have chair for you. There you go, on the floor.
Oh,
Pick
thank
this
you
one
so
up.
much.
Yeah, here's a chair for you as well, on the ground.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just trying to make people, you know, fit in, you know, we don't know, yeah, enough chair.
Thank you.
Well, hola guys. Thank you guys for, you know, I'm glad we could actually make a meeting here, you know what I mean? That's kind of cool, so, you know. We give the table to, I guess we just start up, you know, with Autotune, since he's the one today, you know, in a sense, calling the console, right? To see what's up.
Yeah, so is GG here as well, or we just have Rust and...
GG and them right now chilling a little bit, so they're not here sadly, no.
Gotcha.
But this is enough, at least we got 4 out of 5 members, I feel, so.
Alright. So the reason why is there might be some small complications when it comes to GG with the Dons. But I can explain that here in just a second. Essentially, we've had some issues with NBC. There was an agreement.
It's because GG, because the Italian or whatever they are the
GPS, and you go down to
they are the street team.
Basically, that goes from the terminal all the way into Cyprus, leading into Hangar Way, sort of that long bridge. Originally, where this all started is the Dons wanted to take the butcher shop that was in Cyprus. They tried to propose it as some sort of business that we would get a percentage of, but they did not want us to spray any sprays in that area, basically from there all the way down,
I see the GG play now.
Cyprus, right?
Yeah.
So I laughed at these guys. There isn't a chance in hell.
This makes sense.
Omar,
so GG and the Dons, if they work together, they can take over here. Do you see this? You see this shit?
My clothes were hot garbage, and I'm broke.
It makes sense.
$70 million bucks, and I said, well,
if they're gonna go this route, but why would they? Why wouldn't go this route?
I'll sell you Cyprus. And you know, he went quiet, blah blah blah. He was just flexing. At the time, it was just me and
Why would they
Denzel.
go
I had a
this?
Browning and there were
If
6
they go
of them,
here,
so
they
I
will
just
meet
kinda
Marabuntas
I let
too.
it slide. I walked away because I was starting to. You
They
guys
should
know
go
how I
north.
am, everybody on this table. Maybe outside.
But yeah,
of,
if they want comfrey, they go
knows
here,
how
they're gonna
I
meet
get heated,
BSK
right?
and
So I
Marabuntas.
just
Because
walked
Marabuntas
away.
will take over all here, chat. I'm telling you.
Immediately after I walked away, I called up Salim from NBC. I went down.
Let's just start.
And at the end of the conversation with the Dons, they said that we're going to have to be dealing with the NBC now, too. So they basically threatened us with NBC. So I called Salim and I said, bro, what's going on? Now, Salim said, we're not going to back these guys up. I don't know why they're using our name, etc., etc. But they were very clear that they wanted us to not have any sprays basically below Bobcat. And I said, well, it's Cyprus. It's our territory. We're putting down one, and we're putting down one now. Salim was like, well, can you at least wait till tomorrow? And I was like, no, there isn't a
Salim
chance.
is such a
because
snake. I love
I didn't
Salim.
want anybody to buy time to put down sprays. And at the time, NBC was getting closer and closer up to that area. So once he realized like I wasn't gonna budge, he said, all right, let's work out a deal then. They're gonna go to the top of Buccaneer Way, and they're gonna go left down to Chum. I said, that's fine. So they did that, and we sprayed the meat factory, etc., and had no issues. Well, when the Marabuntas went to war with NBC, they decided that they were going to start moving up into Cyprus with their sprays. So they put one spray down in Cyprus. We were pissed off about it. The next tsunami, they put another one in behind the large Cyprus building, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably already discovered. And they put two
Wait a
sprays down there.
second.
So what we had to do,
So
we were
they are
already at
here
24
now.
Sprays. We didn't even want to spray anymore.
They're
And we were
down here
honoring
now.
This quote-unquote buffer that they wanted. But we knew if we didn't put a spray, they were going to spray all the way around, which, in fact, we should have almost let them because they were going to start going into El Burro, which would have pissed off the Marabuntas. But the problem is Marabuntas, and this is not a knock on you guys don't have a flag yet to get rid of their flag, which means we would have just, because we would have worked out a deal where we could have been like, okay, if Marabuntas is going to take their flag or their spray, then we could have
NPC, I
traded
don't
you
understand.
guys
They
for
can have
one
so much
over in
here.
La Mesa or something, and have gotten the one back that was in Cyprus and going into El Burro. But instead, we had to
And they
take
got here
measures into
too.
our own hands, and we had to cut them off.
They can even go
So
here.
we put the spray in Cyprus to stop them from being able to exit in through El Burro towards lower oils.
Vagos, we
the
only
moment
gonna
we put
go
that
to
down,
here.
They got pissed off,
And then
called
this
one of our
one,
guys and
MIGUEL.
said they wanted a meeting. So we go down to start driving. We were all spread out all over the city at the time. We start driving down. Before I even got to the street, NBC already shot up Frankie and AJ and a bunch of other people when they said they wanted to talk. So that's when the war started. So after all that happened, I went down and talked to NBC, and NBC said, well, we had a deal that you were not to spray below Bobcat. And I was like, that wasn't the deal. Salim and I worked out something different. I mean, it's our territory. It's Cyprus. He said, well, Cyprus isn't your territory. Brogue is. And I was like, no, you got this wrong because all of our flags are there. It's our territory. It's been that way long before you guys were even in terminal. Not to mention, if you guys were to take a look at the GPS, NBC still could put down 20 plus sprays down there. I don't know
They're
why
just not doing it. You know, they're not like they're
Exactly.
not going towards their own terms.
Exactly. So, like, why are you spraying into Cyprus? We didn't ask for any of this. So, and then I'm looking at
Because
the
they wanna
sprays,
clap, I
and I'm
guess.
seeing
Which makes sense, spicy.
Vago very close, basically on the border with NBC.
Yes.
And I brought that up to Guy. I said, or it wasn't Guy, James Arsenal. I said, why is it that it's a problem that we have sprays near you? Oh, and by the way, you're the one spraying closer to us, not us to you. But yeah, you don't have a problem with the Vagos being close to you. They're like, oh, well, we worked out a deal with the Vagos. I was like, oh, okay. And so they're all giving me different answers. So this is where the next issue comes. My boy AJ
It's so funny.
is hunting down James Arsenal. Arsenal is always at autos. It's pretty much the only place I ever see the dude. And also James Arsenal is their clean guy. So AJ whites out, doesn't wear red, because the moment we wear red, they know who we are and they see us coming. So AJ goes and he claps James Arsenal. Well, the Dons were there nearby, and they pull out their guns, and then they shoot down AJ. And apparently they take him up to grandma's and, you know, take his stuff, et cetera, and we're going, why is the Dons getting involved? So I talked to Tony today after we clapped them, and Tony's like, well, James Arsenal's our boy. And I'm like, well, dude, you have another gang jumping in. And I was like, this is only gonna piss off the Alliance. He said, well, the Alliance ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna back you up. And he's getting all crazy because now I'm hearing the Dons is quote unquote GG's street team. And the Dons are living in GG's complex in Strawberry. So he has some sort of false sense of security because he doesn't think that GG would back us up, which I actually believe him. I don't think they'll back us up. And the reason why I don't think they'll back us up is because a few days ago, Turk decided to come down to Brogue and shoot up BSK randomly and made up a story to start a war with us. And I'll give it to Turk. He at least came to us the next day, or I guess later on that day, and gave them money, like 25K a piece, the ones he shot, and apologized for being bored, making up stories. He dressed up in red with other GG members, came to our turf, told us that they were going to sell on Davis. When our boys tried to de-escalate,
Turk, you guys are content machine, bro.
Hey, where do you sell? And they said, well, we're in Cyprus. And then they took off to go and sell in Cyprus. And our guys are going, well, what do we do? They're part of the Alliance. I don't know. Like, they weren't shot callers. They weren't OGs. They didn't want to make a call. So they didn't do anything. They ignored it and waited till a superior got around. By that time, GG came around, made up a story about us threatening Carmella, and came down and shot DSK. So,
wait, what?
GG is already looking for problems.
Yes.
Now Turk apologized. We let bygones be bygones. But then when we're fighting NBC, when we got set up by Guy, guess who's in the middle of everything? Turk is there. And he's screaming, I'm getting out, I'm getting out, I'm getting out. So I call him up pissed off that, like, what are you doing in the middle of this? I thought he was helping them because he was shooting at our guys just earlier. Turns out he wasn't, and he was just there, and he heard a bunch of shooting, so he drove into our territory to see who was fighting. So I believe the Dons when they say GG won't get involved. And this is no knock on GG.
100%. Like, I spoke with Omar, and he said he literally said, I'm part of GG, but I'm also the Dons street team leader. And I'm like, yeah.
You see this? You see how stupid this is?
So I actually so all I said was like, so this problem, if you guys going to have a problem with potentially BSK and stuff, is it gonna be Gulag Gang having a problem or Dons? And he's like, no, it's nothing towards Gulag Gang stuff, it's only the Dons. So I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Hey, just to put in some input on this, I think Cam actually knows a lot about what the Dons are. Cam, do you want to speak about them? Because I don't think they're GG's street team.
They are. They literally, he just said it.
It might have changed in recent history, but they previously had an extremely strong tie to NBC. I don't know the specifics, but Rust has a member that is former BCF, and we had with Carmine and a couple of the people who fell out of BCF when Balbani dissolved everything to go with Omar. And we got the whole information on how that came to pass, and basically it came to pass because NBC wanted grunts to run stuff for them, and the Dons were willing to be those grunts. So it wouldn't surprise me if NBC is maneuvering the Dons to act as kind of, I don't want to call it war bait, but a strategic advantage, because the Dons can attack, but you can't really touch them if they're affiliated with GG at the same time without pissing off.
Do you know how nice it is to listen to somebody that actually understands the stupid fucking politics that is going on? Because what you're saying is literally what's happening. 100%. Why in the fuck would the Dons shoot down BSK or involve themselves in a war for no reason?
But why with
exactly
NPC?
What they're doing.
But why with NPC when they are, like, okay, if they are Gulag Gangs, let's say street team, why would they help NPC then? Instead of, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not Gulag Gang, it's NPC, it's another gang.
I think they're all in bed together, to be honest. Like, I think the Dons and NBC are super close because the Dons threatened us with NBC a month ago. And then the Dons and NBC did not want us to spray anything below
Nice,
that
nice.
fucking meat factory because the Dons wanted to own that meat factory and they have warehouses down there. When they realized that they weren't close enough with sprays yet and the Dons didn't have sprays, they knew that we were going to start spraying immediately to go down there. So they backed up off.
I understand the NPC connection, but how does that connect to
and as they got
Gulag
closer
Gang?
up, now they're starting to strike us, and the Dons are backing them. It just so happens that between now and then, Omar has sucked the teat of GG, and now they're living in GG's complex. And so now Omar probably thinks that either GG will back the Dons and NBC, or that we're not going to go and attack, because you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to go into GG's territory to shoot these guys. And then GG is going to go, well, you're on our block and you're bringing the heat down here. You're the fucking problem, and now you're involving us. But the reality is that we're playing mental gymnastics with these dudes, and they're going to try and find a technicality to get involved.
It's the same situation as Jalen from Street Team, right? It's essentially the same thing.
CG shit right there.
Yes, Gagging Gang is 100% going to involve themselves. When Morabunto Grande had issue with NBC, it's fucking Marty and this talking boy fucking talking a lot of shit on being put a nut towards MG, talking a lot of shit. So I could potentially see them involving themselves. They own some smoke. They want to be exterminated, these facts. But what is confusing to me
Oh, maybe that's the guy. Maybe that's the guy. Maybe that's Omar, right?
So I don't know
maybe
what the fuck
Omar.
It's a suit down there. It reminds me of fucking Sesame
Maybe it's
Street.
Omar.
They're all a bunch of fucking nerds living in the south side trying to be gangster boy. They're fucking reckless.
So I have a question about this. You know, in the war that the Street Team had against the VAGOS, right?
Yes.
The VAGOS did something smart, and that's, you know, that they stayed around the barrio and they stayed defensive in the war because they knew if they went aggressive whatsoever against Street Team, you know, CG would have an issue with that. And actually, there was that issue, right? So I have a question for you, OTT. Why don't you do the same in terms of the Dons?
To be defensive?
As in, like, just don't go out of your way to start shit with them, even though they've been baiting you.
Well, I'm not against that idea. My biggest issue right now is the Dons are primarily late NA, early EU. So there's like maybe 2 or 3 of them awake right now. And NBC is primarily NA. They won't wake up in EU because they know they're going to get smoked. So what our thought process was is we handle the Dons during EU and we handle NBC towards late EU just before the wave.
It's so funny.
Into early NA if we can have enough people to wake up.
I have a question. Has NBC ever been around like a couple hours from now?
Only yesterday, and that was that. So we, you know, one guy blew himself up. We got a couple of the dudes, but that was pretty much that. So, and like, we don't have the option yet to wake up during NA. And for whatever reason, Guy is saying that we started this war, but the reality is
listen, Guy and all those NPC guys, like, I hate to say it, boys, but they are, like, listen, everybody who's around, like, you know, later hours, and I think Cam and Ray, you guys been around long enough now to realize that everybody who's around the later hours is kind of like, they have this, like, bubble where they think, like, everybody else is shit, you know what I mean? Like, nobody matters, like, this is, you know what I mean? This is it. Like, if you don't live around those hours, you don't wake up around those hours, who's Cam? Who's Sergio? Who's Speedy? Who's Miguel? You know what I mean? Like, none of us matter. Like, and that's okay and all, you know, that's the perspective they can have. But that doesn't change the reality that we're still out here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we're still out here. We're doing our things, you know?
Do you guys know why we are at war with NBC?
I didn't know before today that you are at war with NBC. I didn't even know. Tell us.
This James Arsenal fuckboy is driving through fudging lane. He runs over one of the familiar, and my familiar obviously not going to be happy about that. And this fuck is like, you don't know who I am. Be careful what you're doing. I'll drive wherever the fuck I want. I do what I wanting, boy. I'm NBC. What you gonna do about it? And so we rob him, okay? And then literally, I'm not even kidding. He calls me up. I tell him, let me speak to my familiar. I will try to resolve this peacefully. Not even 1 minute. I'm going to my
guy, right?
Not even a fucking minute. He's got his filthy fingers inside our
No
storage.
way. No way.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes.
Wait, what? Does he own the storage?
He's a storage guy.
No, he's a storage manager.
Yeah.
And he has access to your stuff, and he went in as the manager?
Yes, we caught him red-handed.
Wow. So I
Oh,
guess
that's
storages in the
that's
city
really
gonna
bad.
change then, you know? I'm just gonna say it like that. There
Holy
is
shit.
no way. You telling me this guy, what? Like,
Yeah.
this guy, and
Very,
Listen.
very, yeah.
And listen, we have always paid our storage, the weekly fees on a Saturday, okay, a Friday or a Saturday, and he tried to use the
what? That's
excuse
like
of,
crazy.
well,
What
you're
the
late
fuck?
on your payment,
Rip
even
James
though we
Arsenal.
always paid on a Saturday. Literally 1 minute after he got robbed, he was in our fucking storages with his filthy fingers inside, and then at the end he admitted that he did it because he was pissed off. That's why we are at war with NBC, but I'll be honest, because they wake up at different times to us, I don't know what's going to go on. If they are on some smoke, if they want to get the 90K back that we took from James Arsenal, then they will have to get it back in blood.
Guy told me that he'll smoke both us and you, so you know.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
That's literally what he told me. I said because I yelled in his face. You guys know how I get. I'm like, well, now that you're at war with us, I bet you by tomorrow.
Oh my god, bro, what James did is gonna shake up the city, man. Crazy. Good roleplay, good roleplay.
I don't give a fuck. He's just running his mouth. So it's like, okay, all right, we'll see about that.
Now,
I thought for sure he would have been out of this war already.
Let me say one more thing. When it comes to more Ubuntu Grandes, we're always in fucking war. I'm tired. I'm an old fuck. Look at me. I got the wrinkles. I'm looking like a fucking fossil. I want to make fucking money. I want to make the fucking dinero. I'm fed up of smoky barbecue every fucking day. I want to make some fucking money, okay? But if these cockroaches are on some fucking smoke, then fucking I will exterminate them. Fuck it.
Well,
I mean,
shit.
NBC is a bigger problem, but I mean, regarding the issue of the Dons, I don't know how much of a threat they are. OTT,
The Dons are no threat to you, Autotune. That is a fact. Like, even if they wanted to be a threat, listen, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. Like, we would wipe them from the face of the earth within 30 seconds. You know, they you know what I mean. Even Omar called me up, called my boy Miguel up here. They want to, like, you know, figure it out what's happening, blah blah blah. But I don't think the Dons is a threat, but I do think it's important that the Dons understand that, hey yo, you're not like, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, you just don't fucking go around, you know, be ready to have a reason to fuck with people. You see what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like that. If it's a war, it's a war, bro. Now I got some information I heard about Marty, and I'm not gonna say what the information I have. I'm waiting to meet Marty in a couple days to find out if it's true or not. And if I find out the information I have, if it's true, then my ties with Marty will cut out everything. Friendship, everything. Every respect I have. But I will not bring this up before I confirm with him himself. You get what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say, like, the way I put it is, a lot of people make a lot of moves. But at least in my opinion, what, you know, like, the respect you get, you gain. Respect you keep. You know what I mean? Like, you show each other respect. And without respect, like, then what the fuck do we even do here? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't we all just clap each other? You know what I mean? Just to giggle, have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference, right? Like, for me, you know, that's even the reason with this Vatos stuff. Like, we haven't made the move yet. But remember, Ray, how many months ago did we actually start this Vatos now?
So long ago, man. It's almost
Right?
since nearly February at this
Maybe
point.
at least 4 months.
Like 4 months, and in these 4 months, we still haven't done, like, we haven't used the Vatos
Exactly.
stuff, we haven't
Correct.
fought, we
It's
haven't bring in
crazy.
Vatos, and people have shit on us like we were ready to
Exactly.
go to war with everybody, you know what I mean? And
Yup.
Exactly.
even now when Arturo came, my boys, we had like 15 boys in the barrio. They didn't get strapped up to go clap. They said, okay, we're gonna wait and do the Vatos meeting, the mini meeting, because it's kind of fun, you know, that's the whole point. Or else I wouldn't do this if we didn't have, like, you know, these talks, if that makes sense.
Yes. Listen, gentlemen and ladies, gentlemen, one thing about me, you might not be trusting me, but I am a man
The
of my
Marty
word.
stuff I bring
tell
out after
you,
I speak with
giving
Marty
you
to
word,
confirm
I
or
will
see.
back it up with my actions. So many people in this fucking city, cockroaches, always twisting, turning actions, words to justify them to be in strong position. End of the day, fuck them all, okay? If any gang is to attack you, it's more than 2 gang. MG will have your back. It's simple as that.
Likewise. And I know we've had our differences, Sergio, but I think we both respect each other to know that when it gets down, we're gonna be down. Period. I mean, that's just what we're just honorable.
Chat,
like
Twitch
that.
Prime, Twitch Prime.
And
Let's
I'm
reach
just gonna go
1500. I'm
say
telling
this,
you.
And I swear to God, I'll say it to Marty's face when I see him. I don't trust Marty. I don't trust GG. They don't act like an alliance here. What they did to us the other day was inexcusable. It was ridiculous. And not only that, when I got shot in the name of the alliance, and I was the only person that got shot by Changang, what did Marty and them guys do? They talked shit about myself, BSK, and they made a mockery of this. They basically said that they're not down to go
Gulag
and fight
gang
multiple gangs.
haven't
If
like
Chang
confirmed
gang
they want to
whatever
leave
gets
or not
street
yet.
team
They
and
just
whoever
said,
else to help,
you know what I mean?
They're gonna fight their own battle. They're not gonna
Does that
ask
make
for
sense?
help. And I guarantee you, he said, I didn't sign up for this. I thought that this was like a council thing, a political thing. I just don't trust him. And I'm gonna say it to his face. I got nothing against him personally. Like, I don't hate him. I don't want to go to war with him. I just don't trust him. If he were sitting at this table, I wouldn't be able to speak so candidly. Because I don't know if he's just going to turn around and tell Don's information.
He will 100%.
go to NBC,
Marty will
tell
100%
them
turn around
information,
and tell
If
everybody.
he's going to hold shit back, I don't know. With you guys, I feel safe to just speak my mind. And that's the truth.
I'm going to be honest. I think, like, I'm not going to be honest. GG's never done anything to us. So, like, we've never had a reason to, like, I have personal questions about GG and where their loyalties lie, right? But besides that, I think they're running scared a bit since the whole CG stuff kicked off and they got plastered in that one night engagement that went crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they change an attitude towards the alliances, just them trying to distance themselves from potential of pressure from that side of things.
Yeah, and for me it would make sense, right? But it's very simple as I want to leave the alliance or I want to be in the alliance. If you don't believe in the alliance, leave. Like, it's not nobody gonna fucking come and fucking choke you out. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And like Ray said something good here. You know, he said, you know, now we always around now. We should have more fun stuff. We should have more meetings. And but till this day, we have the alliance. Till this day, has still not intercepted in any wars. Marabunta and BSK fought each other, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if I fucking fight, if I fight fucking Gulag Gang or I fight Rust or whatever, you know, I fight BSK, I fight Marabuntas, still it wouldn't affect. All this is just like so we don't get ganged upon. Now, let's put it like this. Let's put it like this, boys. I'm gonna ask you a real question here. Okay? I'm gonna ask the leaders this question, okay? If BSK was not part of the alliance, do you think NPC, Gulag Gang, and the Dons would gang up against BSK, yes or no?
If they weren't in the alliance?
Yes, if NPC, let's say if BSK had not this backup, you know what I mean? It was only BSK now.
I think they would have dogpiled way earlier, to be honest.
Facts.
I think, like, it's strategically sound to go after a party that's already besieged, right? But, like, the alliance is a certain amount of insurance against that. That's what it should always remain. But yeah, I do think that GG probably has strategic interests with you two bordering each other, and GG now with pressure from the north has got to be looking elsewhere. And if I'm being straight, it's probably your turf, OTT.
For sure. And yeah, keep going.
But I think that's where like their interests lie long term. If I'm looking at it strategically, they're probably taking the MB.
Good, I like
I would not be surprised to see
mindset.
GG leveraging the situation. I wouldn't say they're going to go on either side of things. I think they will stay neutral, but for no other reason than they want to play both sides. Because they want to see where things like
I like
land
this,
with
like,
NBC,
you know, perspective.
and then go from there. I wouldn't, because like Marty's the type of person, he doesn't care about many relationships. He'll burn anyone if it suits him. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just how he approaches things. And if that's the case, it probably means he's just sitting on the fence waiting to see who the stronger party is.
And I do agree with that. And I'm getting the vibes, like I've just been getting vibes from GG for a hot minute about them wanting to start some shit. And what Turk did the other day, I fully believe that if they could work out a deal with NBC, that if NBC could take one of our sprays that is around Brogue, then they would transfer it to give it to
everybody talking about this stuff.
For money.
Wait till Marabunta gets their flag, and they claim
that
they claim this.
I don't think that they're working together.
Whole
but I think that
area.
GG would use the opportunity.
Wait till Marabunta get the flag, and they got this whole
just like what you said,
area.
Where else are they going? They already took over the Azteca turf.
So spicy.
Aztecas put up a fight against us, and they wouldn't give up. But when it came to GG, they just gave them the whole territory. And where else do they go from there? They have to start taking some of, not necessarily Brogue, but the sprays that are around the area of Brogue. I think that's what they would go after. I could be talking under my ass, but just judging from what Turk did the other day, I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't.
If you look at their sprays, right, and I know it's kind of unfair.
I don't understand. I really hope they get the spray, but you know.
I'm just going to mention it. That our current spray map maps GG heading across Capitol Boulevard towards Elysium Fields Freeway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which means that they've probably got time because they're still building their sprays in that direction. But no matter what happens, they are going to come to a conflict with either BSK or MG when you get your flag in the future.
100 years later, huh?
One of you is going to have an issue with him.
But you know, okay. Sorry, Cam.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's pretty much it. One of you is going to have to deal with like GG at some point, or as in diplomatically or otherwise.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right? Like, you know what I mean? At least turf war, you know, you can see from there. But right now, it's very simple. So, Autotune, you're fighting NPC putos. For what turf? Like, what like, is it how many sprays you guys fighting
There's
for?
two. There's two sprays there.
Two sprays, yes.
And they're both in Cyprus, and they're both pretty much on that Cyprus building. You know that big one with the big sign? So they were supposed to stop before that and stay at the top of the bridge and work their way down Chum. Now they're moving their way up. And the guy told me that they didn't want to be blocked in, but they could put like 70 sprays down in the docks and never have to spray again. And I think that
blocked in. This guy can fucking even follow the fucking. He can even follow the beach line, bro, towards El Boro. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. They want a beef with us, and I think that they're working with the Dons. And the Dons have been looking for territory for a while. They wanted Cyprus as their territory, flat out, because they had no place to live. But now things might have changed a little bit because now they're the street team for GG. So I would assume that GG is probably going to help out NBC to some degree. Get in a car and shoot us? No. Give them information, work out deals behind the scenes? Possibly. So it all depends on what Marty decides to do with this with the Dons, because we already know the Dons are helping NBC. That is a fact.
I mean, if you want to go around this whole, like, take the smoke out of the
I think the best solution here is Autotune continues with NPC, ignore the Dons, we tell the Dons don't get involved, and if Dons get involved again, we clap them.
Leadership of the Dons, and he pretty
you know what I mean? I think that's what would be my solution, right? Like, you tell them, drop it, move on, people move on, but if they get involved again, then, you know, they know what's up, you know what I mean?
Is to be a self-sustaining gang, right? Omar might be a bit different, so I would suggest OTT reaching out to Balbani independently of Omar and seeing what Balbani's thoughts are about being GG's lapdog.
You guys ain't afraid of Ray being super quiet? Bro, Ray always being super quiet.
Anyone in the city if they're just under GG the entire time.
Correct.
Ray will tell his mind if he knows something, you know? Ray's always just chilling.
That's a good idea.
So, like, you can maybe force a divide there, or at least, like, get Balbani to play your side of the arrangement.
He's cool with Marty, yeah, but he's cool with me too.
If they're going to act on behalf of GG, then at that point, yes, they are a GG street team, but they'll never stand on their own, and they'll never be acknowledged as standing on their own.
Yeah, you ain't lying. So, where does this leave us now?
So,
that's, can I say something? I think, like,
he doesn't need to pick chat. We're not saying Ray should not pick.
I think the best approach here from
Ray should not pick Speedy or Marty or this and that. He doesn't need to pick. This is not our problem in a sense.
On the defense.
Doesn't make sense. This is not our problem. We just
it's these other cockroaches, this Gogging gang or whatever fuck they are called. It seems like they are they're doing whatever they can to involve themselves. Okay, and maybe other gangs are going to try the same approach too. The best thing for you is to be on the defense, and if any other gangs do get involved, well, that's where we get involved, and we will get involved if that does happen.
So what happens if the Dons start attacking us?
So this is where I was gonna go at. So this Omar guy, Miguel, tell him.
So Omar tried to tell us a story that they were trying to sell NBC some sort of weapons or something at autos, and he wants to make a claim that one of your boys, OTT, robbed them while they're selling to NPC behind autos, and he's trying to say that's what got this all started.
Okay, so this is actually what happened. So he's saying half truths, and that's typically what people do. Is
BSK can't even defend their turf. Phoenix, I don't think you watch
so
BSK.
AJ whited out.
I would agree
He
a year
went
ago,
up
but BSK
to
actually,
James.
they're actually, you know, they're doing
originally
good
went up
shit.
to Omar.
In my opinion,
Found out
NPC
he
deserve to
wasn't
get the
NPC.
flag away, bro.
Then
I'm
went
just gonna
over
say
to
that.
James,
I like
held him up
NPC,
at
but
gunpoint.
the attacking,
Now, I don't know if it
the
was a done
attacking
deal. I don't know what
people
was going
5
on
minutes into
exactly.
Tsunami,
AJ didn't
fucking
tell me,
robbing Localos
but
2 minutes
James
left from
shot
Tsunami. You know what I mean? It's kind of dog shit. Kind of
or
like,
not James,
you know,
sorry, AJ
it's not
shot
Gucci.
down James, and as he's, you know, I guess robbing him or
It's kind of
doing
scummy, you know what
whatever
NPC
he's
is doing.
That's when the Dons pull out guns and shoot down AJ.
In my opinion, but I'm a nobody.
In the name for James because it's their friend. There at no point was the Dons held up at gunpoint and like, give me your stuff, blah blah blah. He confirmed because the issue is nobody's wearing colors.
If
So
us
it's
do the
very,
same
very
thing, then
tough
you know
to
he's a
find
dick
out
too.
who
But
is who
I'll just give my
and what is
opinions. You know
what.
what I mean?
Now, when I spoke to Tony today, he confirmed to me.
Then they both dick,
that
right?
the
You see what I'm
reason
saying? Like then
why
they both dick.
AJ got shot.
I'll just say like
is
that.
because they're boys with James, not because there was a confusion or anything. Now, Omar called me freaking out once he figured that the Alliance was going to get involved, and he said a very similar thing that you said. Now, I rebutted to him that Tony said it was only because you guys are friends and you're going to have his back. And that's when he rebutted, well, don't listen to Tony. He doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. So they're backtracking on what they're saying. And the fact that they threatened us with NBC not too long ago, and all of this stemmed around that fucking meat market and them not wanting us to spray and how close they are with NBC, I call bullshit. I think they're saving face. And Tony was so sure that the Alliance wouldn't help me because they're in bed with GG. And I think it's the reason why Tony was arrogant in what he was saying, and he was speaking the truth. And I think that I think Omar realized, and he knows this, once he heard that the VAGOS was pissed off, and I said, wait till the Marabunta's here, he knew at that point, I got to do damage control. And that's why Omar's the one calling people around and trying to make this right.
And
Not to cut
Omar
you guys
is
off.
yes.
Someone
Ray.
knocking on the door behind us.
Don't matter. They can knock all day. Listen.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so the thing is, Omar is actually in the city now. And I don't know personally Omar, but here is my mindset. Okay, in my opinion, that doesn't mean this is how it should be. Okay, I just want to give my opinion. In my opinion, guys, this is how I look at it. Since everybody's twisting it, going around this and that, right? Nobody wanna be a fucking man. You know what I mean? Nobody will be like, yeah, I fuck with you because I fuck with you. Like this is literally how we live. I feel like what I would do in this situation is I would personally fight the NPC puto still, right? Attitude like you're doing, because it's about turf, right? Then the downs be like straight up, be like, okay, so because now they're twisting it, right? They say they want it, they say they don't want it, they say they want it, they say they don't want it, right? Obviously that means they don't want it, because if they wanted it, then they would just continue to say they want it at all times. So what I would say, hey, listen, Omar or whoever, I would say, hey, yo, listen. So if you're telling me this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't believe you, but I'm going to let it go. But this is what happens. Next time we fight again, and you guys are involved in the fucking situation again, then we will come. And I will tell Omar myself too. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the way I look at it. Now, let's be bygone for one time. But if they do get involved again, and if they are snakes, they will get involved again probably within 24 hours. Then they get fucking clapped. You get what I'm saying? Because at that point, they can't twist it, they can't turn it, they can't say shit. They knew what's up, and they still did it. That's what's up. In my opinion.
I mean, I'm not against it. I already just know where their hearts lie, and I know how ratty they are already. And I feel like I keep giving these assholes chances over and over and over again. Now, if you guys don't think it's enough to get involved, I'll respect that. All right? But at the end of the day, if I see the Dons, I'm giving them the smoke. I don't give a fuck. But I will take what you guys are saying here, and I will not be aggressive on GG territory. I will play defensive. But if I see these fuckers lacking, I'm giving BSK the green light to shoot these assholes because I know exactly what they did, and I know exactly why they did it. I'm not a fucking idiot. And I'm not about to let Omar cuss me out again because he did it to me on my own turf before, and I'm sick and tired of this fucking disrespectful cocksucker telling me he comes from another county and he's hot shit and stuff. Well, you got to build your own reputation here.
What?
And you ain't gonna speed run your way through my
Oh,
fucking
God.
turf talking reckless like you king shit.
Chat, Twitch
I don't
Prime,
care
Twitch
who
Prime,
he
Twitch
is.
Prime.
I don't care whose dick he's sucking. I don't care if he lives in the GG turf and he thinks he's being protected. He's getting the fucking smoke. Period. Now, if they continue, if they're in a car with NBC, they're hunting with NBC, any of that shit, I'll let you guys know, and they're dead. It's just that simple.
Yes.
But I'm not afraid to fight both these gangs. BSK ain't afraid to fight them. I don't give a shit. But if you guys need a little bit more concrete evidence and proof that they are getting themselves involved, I will make sure that Omar knows, that Tony knows, and shit. If you guys want to call this guy yourself,
Well, I'm gonna call him myself, yeah.
And you say, if I catch you in a car with NBC, I find out that you're working with NBC, you're getting fucking smoked by all of us. It's just that simple. And don't think just because you on GG's teat doesn't think the alliance is gonna happen. Because in all reality, guys, I don't even consider GG part of this alliance. I just don't. They're just there. And until Marty can show us that he's all about this and not all about just what is convenient for him and GG, then that's my opinion. Now, with that being said, since he still technically is in the alliance, if he gets attacked by two gangs,
well, even
BSK
CG back
will
up
be there to back
NPC,
him
what
up.
would they do?
It's
You know,
just
we're
sad
not
that I
the
don't
same
feel like he's
hours.
gonna be there to
We will
back
not
me
get
up.
involved
Because
against
I guarantee you,
NPC
he's gonna
because
kick the Dons out of Strawberry and start fighting them for the name of
the
BSK.
NPC, we don't even see them. You know what I'm
Ain't gonna
saying?
happen.
Yes. And yeah, I guess we gotta figure it out. It's so like weird, bro, because everybody always go at it, then they back down, then they go at it, then they back down. It's like it's so confusing.
I think
I feel like the street team stuff has just made a lot of shit complicated. Like all these gangs picking up street teams has just made shit so political.
Yes, we
I
ended our
pussy
street
shit
team
too.
too. We ended our mini street team too. You know, we don't have no street team stuff anymore.
You ended it?
Yes.
Really? This news to me.
We kicked out. Well, you know, we kind of kicked out the. We kicked out the fucking dumb fuck because he was being a full-on snake mode. You guys know what dumb fuck did?
Really? No, what did he do?
Oh god.
So I was talking with him about like potentially looking at the VAGOS stuff, right? Potentially like try to recruit them, right? You know what I mean? Slowly, because we do need recruits. You know, it's just people come and people go, right? Within the same week, I said wait 1 week. I'm gonna discuss it with my boys. Marty approaches me, and this is the part I get confused with Marty, because Marty approaches me and says, fuck these guys, don't take him in. And I'm like, well, Marty, I'm sorry, we're friends, but this is like, VAGO stuff, right? I have to like look what's going on here. Then couple days later, I hear that Marty approaches Dumbfuck and asks him if he wants to join a GG. You get me? Now GG, now fucking Dumbfuck is like, let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this, you know what I'm saying? And then somehow he fucks it up or something. And he ends up Marty saying, I guess fuck you or some shit. I'm so confused. It's so confusing. It's so confusing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it ended up, I guess, Dumbfuck not being part of anything. And then we kicked him out. Literally. It's so weird.
So, basically trying to do some poaching.
I think what Marty did was he was 5-heading him. I think Marty don't like Dumbfuck and Leslie them, right? And what he did was like he wanted to fight them all the time, right? But they were chilling with the VAGOS, correct? So what Marty did, and I think it's very smart if this is what he did, which I think this is what he did. I think he suddenly went like, well, if this guy is gonna potentially be VAGOS, and I can't fuck with them no more, I'm gonna make sure that, like to twist them, to see if they wanna join Gulag Gang and then kick him out, just to like, show VAGOS and others that these guys are fucking useless and they have no loyalty. Which I thanks Marty for, because all this stupid shit that happened made me realize that these guys are dumb, so we didn't approach them in. You get what I'm saying? So what happened is a good thing for me, but I would think maybe Marty's plan was to do exactly what happened, to expose these motherfuckers so they become with no gangs. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
So did it work though? Did he decide to join GG?
No, he didn't. I don't think they took him in. I think they told him to fuck off. That's what I mean.
So no, but he got the opportunity. He said yes to it, and then they said fuck off.
I think more like they talked about opportunity and then be like, let's talk, and then at the same time got told
they
fuck up.
baited him.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He was down at Scrapyard a day ago talking about it.
So he literally dipped on you guys that quickly, Speedy.
Bro, and that's why, Ray, that's why I say, I've been, like, Sergio here, and even Autotune, this guy's been, Miguel here even too, we've been in the city so long time. I've been through it all. I never get, I wish I get surprised anymore. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Everything is so, is so predictable. Like, even the Changyang stuff, right? 8 days we fight street team, and I tell Miguel, how many times did you guys go to the gas station in the 9-10 days we fight them?
Once.
One time, and it was yesterday. After they told us 20 times, come through, nobody will get involved. First call I get is Mr. K saying, we're gonna smoke you. You know what I'm saying? What you doing at my gas station? Like, you know what I mean? Would I be was I surprised? No, cause it's already predicted. Like, you know what I mean? Like this was gonna happen. If this alliance stuff suddenly gonna go, let's say this escalates towards NPC. NPC gonna turn it and be like, look, bro, look, Mr. K, you see what the alliance did, bro? They just wanna clap us. And Mr. K gonna be like, oh, let's get our own alliance boys up and ready to fuck these losers who are holding hands. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, this is literally,
hands.
Yeah, that's what they call it, like,
Motherfucker,
holding
I
hands.
hate this holding hands thing. You want to see holding hands? You look at the angels right now. You look at the Hydra and angels.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that is,
fucking condom
The
for the
condom.
angels.
I forgot the most funny thing ever. Ray, can you tell us about the angel story, please? Because that's actually funny.
You know,
I
we
don't
have a
know
meeting
anything
with the
about that.
angels. My God. We have a meeting with the angels and we have a meeting with Hydra, right? So we told the angels about 4 months ago that we
This
wanted
funny, though.
a
This
specific
is roleplay,
building
though, Chad.
from
This
Los
is just
Santos
talk
International
roleplay,
Airport.
right?
It's not even that far away from Scrapyard. I was like, hey, when the time comes,
This is good
I'll
shit.
reach
This is
out
what
to
roleplay
you
is all about.
and I will purchase this area from you. And they're like, okay. Come to 2 months ago, I think it was, Cam, or even more recent than that. We're putting sprays up in the area, and we see that the sprays are no longer angel sprays, but Hydra sprays. And we're like, what the fuck is going on here? So we contact Hydra, and they're like, yeah, they sold us these sprays. And we're like, what the fuck? So within the 1 day that they sold them the sprays, they had built up enough sprays to build like an entire line of sprays within like half of the entire airport. So I was, what the fuck is going on here? We had a little scuffle with the Hydra where we shot at them, etc. That ended quickly, and we had a meeting with the angels. We asked them, hey, what the fuck is going on here? Why do you guys do this? And they were like, hey, you know, you haven't reached out to us, blah, blah, blah. We are getting nervous about the expansion. And I was like, hey, when the time came, we told you we would reach out to you. And so I don't know what the fuck happened there, but obviously it's pretty obvious at this point that they were getting Hydra's protection. And I was like, hey, quickly to finish, they was like, hey, well, okay, we're still going to come after you because there's still the eastern side. And Hydra told us specifically, they're not going to go any more east or north, and they're not going to protect the angels if we go straight for the angels. So we had the meeting with the angels. We're like, hey, we're coming for you.
Look at this. Look at what they did. Look at what they
Bring
did.
it
Wall of
on.
China.
We're ready. 1 day later, the entire eastern side is filled with Hydra sprays.
Oh boy.
They basically rushed to form a protective wall. So the initial spray was on the west side to deny us the buildings that we wanted, that Angels gave up. So they initially expanded west to block everything off that we wanted for business
I just don't know how it works, bro. I'm sorry I'm interrupting. I just don't know. Like, I thought to myself, like, you could only, like, you know what I mean? I could give you a spray if our sprays are clashing. You know what I mean? Not like fucking like, you know what I mean? Not like fucking, how should I call it? Like, sprays that don't connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just swap
gangs have colonies now, guys.
Hey, and then you have Morabunta Grande that will fucking smoke, like, go to war with anyone, and we don't even have a...
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like a game of fucking Risk with teams.
It did feel like that, honestly, because we spoke to Hydra, and they're like, yeah, we're just going to go south. This is after the initial west spray, right? And so they had 3 sprays down after the initial fight, and they're like, we're not going any more north, or we're just going to go south because we've got what we needed.
Well, you know, it's
But
not
then
weird, Chad. You know,
we
that's
spoke to
brilliant, you
Angels,
know?
and Angels
I can't
knew
say
we
there
were,
isn't, you know,
Hydra
why
knew we
people
were
have
still going
sprays
for
or not.
Angel,
I mean,
and then
flags
suddenly
or
over
not.
the
That's
next
brilliant.
2 days, they rushed another 8 sprays to form a solid wall across the south of the airport.
After
So
they
that-
say, bring it on. Little angels say, bring it on. Come for us. See what happens.
Can
And I was like,
I just make
you
a
want to say
statement?
hand-holding?
How in the fuck do the Angels have a goddamn flag over Marabuntas? I'm just gonna keep it 150. They are the softest fuck boys and fuck girls I've ever seen over there. It's insane. How in the sweet fuck are we sitting at a round table talking about angels?
They have the umbrella.
That's it. You want to know what street teams are?
MG will 100% fight
The
BSK.
original street team.
They already have done
actually
it.
Street team, and for whatever reason, there's all.
I love
these
ARTURO, it's
gangs
so
making
funny.
Sub gangs of sub gangs and calling them street teams. You know what they are? It's like being friend zoned by a girl you really want. It's like, you know, you're not really good enough to be my boyfriend, but I'm gonna keep you around for the attention, and I'm gonna use you whenever I need you. And they're like, yes, yes.
MG's in 3.0, gang. They've been around a long time.
Opportunity to shine.
It's just in 3.0 they have taken off.
My shit. Oh, NBC, they need help. Oh, I'm Don's. Oh yeah, this is it. I'm gonna insert myself. We're gonna fuck on this gang, and then they're gonna love me then. And wrong. They're just gonna keep using you over and over again. Nobody wants to put in the fucking work like the actual street team did. These guys have been around a long ass time, and yes, they are part of the Chang Gang umbrella ecosystem shit, but at least they stand on their own. There's so many small subgroups that are.
Well, I
don't know about.
I don't know about standing on their own, ARTURO. You have not, you know. I wish I could tell you guys this information, but yeah.
They're still using other gangs?
Wait, who are you referring to?
Street team, the
Street
actual
team,
street team.
OG street team.
OG street team is more like, call them just the streets, I think, at this point.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. You see, I'm giving them too much credit. So they're all bad.
Well, nobody's good. We're not good either, right? Nobody's good, right? We're not good either. But the problem here is, I think it's a very simple fact that whatever we always do here, on later hours, it just escalates like it's against us. But it's not. Like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't make moves based on who's around later. Well, what the fuck would I care? Is my moves are here because this is where we... Ray don't make moves for 15 hours from now, do you, Ray? You make moves for now, because this is the when you're around, right? This is when your gang is around.
Yeah.
So
this alliance feels more and more like a tsunami v tsunami thing.
It is literally tsunami v tsunami.
It kind of is. It kind of is. It's like one thing happens in this tsunami, NA happens, and they flip the script on everything that actually happened. They create some propaganda during when they're awake with all those other gangs, and they think it's truth, and then it's like we don't exist. All of their decisions they make, everything, but because we're not around, it doesn't really matter. But the reality is we, like Speedy said earlier, we exist. We're here.
Yeah.
We're in this city for a massive chunk of the day, every single day. Just because shit happens in NA doesn't make it the absolute and it's the only thing that exists. Why is it that we are continuously acknowledging what actually happens in NA and respecting what goes on in NA, but they don't respect us? It's like we're not part of this this little cool club.
Well,
it's insane. And we can't wake up.
And that's literally the fact, sadly. Like, it's same as me, man. Listen, so many people go around say VAGOS weak now, VAGOS weak now. You know, the clappers of the VAGOS, they left. That's why Seaside is so strong. Bro, Rust here, they shit on Seaside so hard that, bro, like, listen, Ray, the day you came back from your trip, right? I was so excited. I was so excited. I was like, Ray going to go. I was like picturing myself like Rambo, like you just coming out like da 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 da. Like it was gonna go so hard. Seaside was gonna like literally lose everything. And bro, the fact that they literally planned to big dick you guys as guys and then ended on the day you come just shows how much of a strong leadership you guys have. You know what I mean? It's just mind blowing to me, man. Even with the whole fucking. Even with the whole bullshit with the fucking, let me be removed from the app or not. Motherfucker, I ain't got no fucking problem with my goddamn apps. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody has a problem with their apps. It's just bullshit. It's just like, you know, it's just like ways to win. And that's okay, you know, it's okay. It is what it is. But same time, did you know, the only thing I hate, there is some few things I'm gonna bring up here. I don't know if anybody here does, but I hate it personally. I actually, 2 days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I was in my barrio like 5 minutes after the storm, boys, right? Not even like, I think 5-6 minutes after the storm. And I heard like massive fucking gunfire. And I see fucking, I was like, what the fuck's happening? Is NPC Pudos rushing BSK? And for me, bro, mentality like that, you know, I only seen it once and it was Seaside pushing fucking Rust. It's so
Yeah,
dog
that's
shit,
fucked
man.
up.
It's so dog shit. Like, you know, people can't wake up before it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so dog shit. But it is what it is. But I'm just telling you guys, this is the reality we live in. We just have to, like, I guess, we just gotta go through it. You know what I mean? Just gotta, you know, live through it.
Speedy, I just went through the exact same thing yesterday, so trust me, bro.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. NBC, they're around too. They just don't want any smoke. As soon as the tsunami hits, they beelining it down to Brogue. It's like, come on, guys. Have some balls. If you're gonna talk, if you're gonna talk big, you know, I don't even care if there's 3 of us and 6 of them. I'll put up a fight. But like, come on, man. They should do the same. They should do the same.
Well, I think with things like that, when, you know, in any war, with every conflict I've been in every war, there's always complaints on both sides in both gangs. You know, it's just how it is in the city. Everyone has a different opinion on what is right and what is wrong. But with things like that, you know, they need to be addressed as soon as possible so that that shit doesn't happen. So it cuts out so that when it is smoky
Who's the shirtless Italian man? I have no idea who that is.
And I think that going forward, that will happen, you know?
Facts.
Well,
all right.
Yes. Well, either way, yes. So let's try to wrap it up. But listen, if BSK, at least from this is my vote, and then, you know, should we take a small vote, or do you wanna, like, do you guys wanna think about it before we do something else? Rest of you guys.
We're all here. We might as well vote for it.
I'll give my sense on it, and like I said, I think, in my opinion, since for first thing, you can handle both of these suckers, and you want to go at it, is your choice, Attitude, and I think you should do what, you know, makes you happy, what makes you pleased, and your gang, and you should follow your, you know, your own instincts like you always done. In my opinion, I will tell it straight up to Omar and them, like, we don't care. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys gonna gang up and keep going at it, then I will involve myself and fuck you guys up. Alright? It is what it is. But I personally, I think if you're gonna go at it like solo after these 2 gangs and get them like that, if you can handle it, then sure. But you know what I mean? Like, if they back up and you become the aggressor, now continue to become the aggressor, that's between you guys. But if you back up, they back up, and they being the aggressor, then I will personally be there with the Vagos to defend you guys. Now, will that help? I don't think so, sadly, because I don't even see them too. Like, even if we are all the Vatos was here together, I don't think we will see NPC or even what the fuck that I call the Dons around these hours, but we will still be firm with it.
I think Marabuntas and Rust will see them during this early tsunami, and that's pretty much that. And there might be the odd Vagos, but I mean, if you guys think it's best that I drop the shit with Omar and see if they continue to come at us, and then we go, I don't mind doing it for the better half of the alliance if it makes you guys more comfortable.
I just think you're giving them more like credit than they're worth.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we're talking about Tony Balboni here, man.
Yeah, you have a turf war going on. You have a turf war going on, right? And the more you fuck with these guys, the more of the like headache you will have, like cockroaches, like Sergio says, around trying to fuck you. Like the street team. Miguel, how many fights did we have with street team?
Like 6-ish, 7, something.
7. How many did we lose?
Done.
Who ended the war?
They did.
No, but like, who ended the war? Like, who approached them multiple times to end the war?
We did. Yeah.
What did we want for it?
Nothing.
There you go. Like, you see what I'm saying? Bro, we clapped street team. I had to almost beg these motherfuckers to end it. Not because I was afraid, but because it was useless. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make dineros. I want to eat good. And I'm telling you, Attitude, at least if you have one war to focus upon, in my opinion, you can at least have one tsunami to make you money, because these pussies wouldn't wake up, right? But if you are attacking 2 motherfuckers, then these pussies and their 2 friends and their 3 extra friends, and now there's 6 people just holding down in the area. Now you can handle them, but you would not manage to get your money up at the same time. You understand? So my opinion is, I would focus on the flag guys, fuck this NPC, put those up, and then potentially go after them, in my opinion.
What's your agreement on? Do you have like a kind of like business arrangement? Or like, what's the term? Do you have any terms at all, or is it just because it's like?
That's my opinion, Chad. I would focus on one gang at a time.
In the
And
South
this is
Wars,
why I
taking
like the
over land
Vatos
and
stuff.
stuff,
It's
and
not war
it's-
stuff. We just gotta
honestly,
like,
it's
we
not a
you know,
pretty-
we come up with
a pretty
different
thing right
ideas,
now,
different
you know?
mindsets.
Yeah, so
Very
I was
nasty.
told by the ballers that it's a shit show.
It is.
So this is what I thought was going to happen, and I'll just say it here because I trust everybody here. But basically, we only put down 2 defensive sprays to stop them from reaching out into the backside of Cyprus and into El Burro. And
I
we
need to
already
speak with
had
Ray
the
about
24
Marty later on.
sprays,
It's
so
gonna
we
be
had
funny.
to go and spend another what 750K on 3 sprays just to stop these guys from doing what they're doing. Now we still have plenty of money and we're good. Which, by the way, Speedy, I owe you some cash. But the issue that I see is it's so expensive to take a spray, and seeing how many sprays NBC has, I'm not even sure they can afford to take any sprays. I'm not even sure they even want more of Cyprus. I just think they were big dicking us, and they wanted to do whatever they wanted, and didn't think that we were going to do anything. Now, they know shit didn't go well with us in the
Dude,
Marabuntas.
it gotta be
And I
amazing being
believe that
Mr.
they
K.
were
You
next
gotta
in
have the
line
most
once
awesome
this
time
happened.
ever,
It's
bro.
just
Imagine
unfortunate
your
for
gang
them
is
what
so
happened
strong.
with James
Nobody in the
Arsenal.
city
The
dares to go
Marabuntas
against
are
you.
already dealing with
I never
NBC
had that
now,
feeling, you know what I mean?
now
Like, I
they're
only had
going,
that
"Well,
feeling
shit,
for like a week or two.
we can't handle both
Mr.
these
K gotta
guys.
be like
There's
at
no
the
way."
top of the throne, but he gotta
So,
be lonely there, right?
Do
Because
I
at the
think
same
there's gonna be
time,
an end?
do I understand why
Eventually.
CG sometimes
I
pushes
have
for
no
war?
idea
Yes,
what
because
this is really
it gotta be
all
boring,
about,
but nobody
and
wanna fight you,
this
right?
isn't-
Does that make
obviously,
sense?
I want those 2 sprays.
So
in
it's like
Cyprus
it's
that
a
they
it's a
sprayed,
it's a good
and
throne,
I
but a lonely
think
throne
that the way
sadly.
this
So that's
will
why I
end
understand like when
is
sometimes
us
CG pushes for
giving
stuff.
them 2 sprays in an area that we don't care, and then them giving us the 2 sprays for the ones in Cyprus. But the only issue that that's going to cause is, obviously, I was actually going to talk to you on the weekend about the Speedy, but you weren't around. I don't know what the Vagos were planning on doing, because we've already worked something out with the Marabuntas. We don't we don't want to even be in La Mesa. Like, our thing at this point is Cyprus. So at some point we're gonna remove sprays in La Mesa. We don't have many, but we were gonna use those as bargaining chips to trade with other gangs for sprays that we do need.
Ooh.
So I was gonna go and either trade it with Speedy,
Chat, Twitch
or
Prime,
you
Twitch
guys
Prime,
take
Twitch
one
Prime.
over, and then we could have put a new one down, so that way you guys could get out of that little circle you're in. And or if NBC was given, they just never wanted to give up, I could position this as in like, okay, listen, Cyprus is ours. You know this, I know this. You can come up with whatever you want, but I'll give you a spray up in La Mesa or on the bridge or whatever, and then you guys can leave and go wherever. And then that way, GG can deal with them, Marabuntas can deal with them, whatever the case may be. If they didn't want that spray there, Vagos could deal with them. I don't know. But obviously, I want to offer that to Vagos or anybody in the Alliance before I would even bring that to the table for NBC.
For us, our plans are, we are going down to tuna shop. I'm not sure if you guys seen our sprays. We're going to tuna shop, and that's our plans. At that point, once we reach tuna shop, we should be at 38 sprays, and that's where I will stop.
What about the ballers in this regard? Aren't there the same plans?
No,
to go to
Ballas.
as well?
I have spoken with Ballas, and we already have a border. Ballas will take Porto south of Los Santos, like the left side, but from the PR, what the fuck is that? PR Palace, or some shit it's called.
Place, yes.
Yeah, the place from that and straight down. That's Vagos. You get what I'm saying? Ballas are on that left side there. That's what we agreed on. And they've been following it too. They've been good. But that's literally it. And that's the reason I gave Cyprus away long time ago to Autotune here. Because I believe in like, hold what you can hold, right? Don't expend too much if you can't hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Right? I seen the RAS sprays and even the Autotune sprays, even our sprays. You guys seen the Vago spray we have, boys? How closely we have them in together? Like, they so tight. Like, you can't even see that they have many sprays. When people look at us, they think like we got 10 sprays, but in reality, we got 33 sprays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Rust and Vagos have the same amount of sprays. What are we at now, right?
We're about to be 35 today.
There you go,
Yeah, we got 27. Yeah. Well,
You can pack them really tight.
You can,
pack
yeah.
them extremely tight. You just got to do it in a grid format.
But that's what I mean. So our plan is there. In my opinion, bro, I would say once MG get the flag, they will probably, like, I don't want to be a dick here, But I would say
Say it.
Sergio will take La Mesa no matter if we alliance or not. He will just take it. And it would make
yes.
sense. Where else he gonna do it? Just gonna sit in his barrio alone? He got a fucking
Fuck that.
30
I
man
want to
team.
fucking barbecue. I want to exterminate. I'm not fucking getting a flag just to chill. Fuck that. pussy
Exactly.
shit.
So in my opinion, La Mesa would be like, you know what I mean, a perfect place for, you know, just you know what I'm saying, you know, sell it to Sergio or some shit. You know what I mean, Autotune, and you know, you'll be Gucci, in my opinion.
If
Yeah,
there's
we're gonna
something
work
I want,
something
I
out,
will
you know?
get it.
Exactly. And that's how it should be, right? But yes, that was my opinion about this. You know, I think you should focus on the bigger one, not these small cockroaches, and let them cockroach around. And if they keep doing it, then, you know, then we fuck them up. Because at that point, how they gonna twist it? You know, they're gonna say, like, they didn't want it, and we didn't want it, but we still get going at it. You know what I mean? That's on them. Okay, Miguel, we can take the round clock, I guess? I don't know. Miguel.
I mean, as far as everything that we brought everyone here for the things with OTT and everything, and I mean, we're all pretty much on the same understanding, right? Like, going forward.
Exactly. Chemist.
Well, I do want to say before we keep going this conversation, I think we should 100% have more of these meetings organized now that we're all around, because I enjoy these personally, and I think it's a good way to stay in contact with each other and update each other.
Not just that, there's so much potential, so many things that can come from this, and it's just not happened because we've not had enough meetings.
Oh yeah, there's so many good opportunities for us to discuss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We haven't write out the rules yet, you know, that we know the rules ish, some of them, but like I know we have way more probably to do all together too, right? That we can write down, you know what I mean, and have a good time with it, which I think would be very healthy. Like right now, you guys know these Martel chicks, right? Listen to this plan.
Yes.
I think it would be fun if you guys be down for it. I was thinking about doing it with Martel, but I would be down to do it with Vatos Alliance too. You know the arena with the paintball guns, right? So I was thinking, you know, the arena is dead. Let's be real here. You know, when is the last time you guys went to Maze Bank Arena?
For war,
All the
that's
time.
it.
Yeah, but like for war, but not inside for you know, for paintball, right? So I was gonna say, if I speak with Lang somehow and we get to borrow paintball guns, give them money, I would love to have a training day with Vatos Alliance, like you know, team versus team, like, or like, you know what I mean. We go to the burn island, maybe, you know what I mean. Drop with parachutes, heli, just fun time. But at the same time, you know, you go down with paintballs. We put money rewards, like a fun time, good time, and also a little bit test against each other's teams and shit. You know what I mean? Something different.
You know, I think it's a good idea, Speedy. I just think, like, if we could get our hands on those airsoft guns, those things would be way better.
Wait, airsoft guns? What you mean? The ones from the VR?
No, you should talk to Nancy about it. The whole arena was going to turn into an airsoft arena, which is the same thing as paintball but instant, like
oh my god. Well, then you know, then we fucking get those, you know. Like, I think that would be fun, right? It would be something different, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Something different, something cool, and like you guys said, more meaning. And Ray, the last few months, like I think the last month you switched your schedule, right? Ray, you always been around these hours now.
Always around. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be 6 hours last tsunami, 6 hours this tsunami, or figure something out.
Yeah, but you're doing good now, right? So, and Attitude also been early. So
I'm around like 13. I'm around 15 hours a day. So if you
there
need
you
me,
go. Same as me. Same as me. Like I'm not. I don't. You know. I'm not always. You know, awake. But I am literally probably around. I think Miguel knows. Probably 13 to 15 hours a day too. You know, I do like VAGOS stuff 6-7 hours, then I go hang with Lang and shit for like 5-6 hours. You know, it's literally So, okay, but yeah, I that's my opinion. So we can, you know, what about you guys? What you guys think of when it comes to this right now? We focus on the Autotune's problem.
I just think BSK should be on the defense. I think from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing, I think Gagengang is looking for any reason
I don't think it's Gulagai. What?
Start shit. I mean, I don't even really talk to them that much or interact with them, and they even been talking shit about MG. So they're looking at any opportunity to cause chaos. I think the smartest play is to be on the defense, and if multiple gangs do attack you OTT, then you just give me a call or conversation, and we go fuck them up. Simple as that.
Thanks.
When it comes to MG, honestly, I'm an odd man. Like I said, I want to have some peace and fucking harmony, and I've probably had it fucking for 3 weeks. I've been living in Los Santos fucking 10 months. I've only had peace and harmony for 3 fucking weeks. I want to make some fucking dinero, boy.
Exactly.
But if the smoky is coming my way, then I bring the barbecue. Fuck it. Okay? Have a good one.
All right. Well, sounds good. Then that'll be it. I'll take your counsel and I'll call Omar, let him know that you know we ain't gonna hunt them, we ain't gonna do that stuff. But if they involve themselves again, they get caught helping NBC, they come around, they shoot us, etc. That's it. They're dead.
Exactly. That's it.
That's just,
And you know,
it's over for you.
fair
And-
warning. It's fair
yeah,
warning.
look, it's a very fair warning. They should already be dead now because I think deep down we all know what's really going on. But we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. You do make some good points. It's easier us to fight one war, and then we can cake up when NBC isn't around, and it'll allow us to stay consistent. You know, fighting these guys, is exactly what Speedy said. We wouldn't just be fighting the Dons. We'd be fighting their blacked out 3 friends here, 2 friends there, random ass groups of whatever. And yeah, we'd be able to handle it, but it'll be a pain in the ass.
And
so
you forget the big thing too, you know? Like when we do this NPC stuff, right? And then, you know, other shit, then they're gonna go and twist it all the way to Chang and be like, look at this, bro. Now they're hunting us. You know what I mean? But when motherfuckers know what's up, Omar is actually calling me right now. When motherfuckers know what's up, then, you know, then they know what's up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
one
see how
second,
shook
let me just-
Omar is right now. He is
Hola.
fucking shook.
Mr. Omar,
Yo,
if you give us
what's up,
2
brother?
minutes, bro, we should be ready to, you know, have a meeting. It's more.
Oh, I was just letting you know I'm about to go to bed, so if you
Okay,
can meet
well,
right now, that'd be great. If not, it's okay. We can do it later, bro.
2 minutes, and I think the Arturo himself and you guys will have a talk. You know what I mean? Just to.
Oh,
sort
did
it
you want
out.
me to come? Are you guys together? Do you want me to come meet you?
The leaders can go talk to him so that he hears it from our
Okay,
face,
you know
that
what?
if you
Come,
get involved, fuck.
come to my ranch. How about that? Come to La Fuente Blanca. You know where that is?
Okay, all right. Yeah, I can meet you there, bro. All right, I'll
Okay,
see
see you. Bye bye. The
can just
reason
go
I
outside
technically
and
didn't wanna, the reason I didn't wanna do this like leader stuff because I don't know if he's the leader or not. You know what I mean? I don't wanna like why would I talk to like the
Well, he's
Aaron
the
boy?
leader of the Dons. He is the leader.
He is the leader of the Dons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And
but yeah, I
apparently
think it's
he's
fair
with
point,
PG.
right? What is going on here? We just tell him straight up like this is what's up and that's it, and you know, that's it. Like if he wanted more, then that's on him. You know what I mean? I think we shouldn't focus now on what happened. We should just focus on future, like what's gonna
Correct.
happen.
I'm
You know
not
what I
gonna
mean?
go over the story
Yeah.
again and who's this and that. We're just gonna let him know. Listen, we talked. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt. You do it again, we're all letting you know right now. That's it. It's over
Yeah.
for you.
Hey, gentlemen, I do want to say that me and Kim have to wrap up here pretty soon. We have something to take care of at the scrapyard.
Sure. Hey Ray, by the way, do you mind giving me a call like whenever you're free, whether it's in like 30 minutes, an hour? I'd love to have a conversation with you just about
Yeah,
Cyprus.
OT2. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I need to talk to you about some things with that, and I think you know what I'm going to discuss with you.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to talk.
Yeah, it's concerning a lot of my boys, and I'm trying to avoid the issues, and they're making fun of the issues. So I would rather talk directly with you.
Perfect.
All
All right,
right.
shall we go up?
Yes, and also Ray, we should talk later on to me and you. We'll talk
I
later,
agree,
right?
Speedy.
Yeah,
100%. There's a lot I want to talk to you about.
Yes, you too, me too. We just meet
Hey.
up like in a little bit here.
I appreciate everybody coming down
Appreciate you
here
guys.
and
Yeah.
setting up this meeting for us. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
yeah.
Sergio,
talking to all of
have
you.
your chair?
You can keep it. It's okay.
Chemist.
Yo.
Don't use text with Ray on my meetings,
come
bro.
out
You
this
think
way,
I'm
everyone.
stupid? You don't think I know this?
Yeah, I take.
Yeah, I saw
we
you
got
guys
some meeting
texting,
together.
bro. You see, I got eyes
Yeah.
everywhere, bro. I'm like a
No,
hawk.
Kim was like, we got the thing to do.
It's
so I was
Gucci.
like,
I'm
oh,
just,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
memeing, but I know what I mean
No, I
because
know.
yeah. But
Speedy,
yeah, we
there's
speak
so much I
later.
want to talk to you about.
Me
Actually,
too, bro. You have no idea, but that's
there's
why,
like
yeah.
4 big things I need to talk to you about. Like, I'm not kidding. And one of them actually is about Marty. And
Wait, really?
The other 2 are regarding Kim and Flair, and then the other thing is, you know, the thing me and you wanted to purchase. You know,
Yes.
together.
Yes.
There's so-
Oh my
so I
God.
need-
Yes. Now I know what it's
Holy
about camera
shit.
stuff. Okay, I see. What's up?
Yeah, I need to talk to you like big time, but I
Okay.
obviously have to go take care of this.
Yeah, yeah.
thing
Go
with
take care of the
scrapyard.
stuff. I go speak with this stuff. I think we handled that pretty fine though. Like it's pretty fair, bro. Like you
No,
know what I
that was a
mean?
good
We're
meeting.
not
I
getting
think we
clapped.
should
They're
have
not
more
doing
of these,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, we should have
Yeah.
this every fucking week, at least minimum 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think bringing in Vatos needs to be like I don't know if I'm on board with like the idea
Yeah.
of bringing in such an alliance for a 7-man gang, 8-man gang. like
Yeah, I'm
Dons.
kind of aboard.
Oh,
If it
no,
was
no,
like
no, no.
Hydra
So,
and CG
okay.
ganging up on them, you know, I
No,
understand.
people, yeah, guys, listen. I didn't want to interrupt them. They don't know the rules yet. Technically, they don't know my rules. What I'm thinking. Let's pretend Hydra. Okay, let's pretend now Downs are involved, correct? With autotunes. You know what that actually technically means if we go to war? That means
What does that
only
mean?
one more from the alliance get involved.
Exactly.
You get me? Not all alliance. That means like if Marabunta wanna back up BSK, they say we will back him up, and then now it's Marabunta BSK versus Dons and NPC. Not like the whole alliance. At that point, what's the point? If you're gonna, you know what I mean? At that point, you should just call yourself an umbrella like Changang. You know what I mean?
We're
yeah.
not ganging. We're not
No,
ganging
we
up,
only
we're
like
just
we
gonna
match
be
we
more
match the
balanced.
number. Does that make sense? If you're 3 gangs, we match 3 gangs. If you're 4 gang, 4 gang, 1 gang, 1 gang, 2 gang, 2 gang. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Alright, you guys go do your thing. We'll see you guys in a
Yes,
little bit,
we'll
man.
talk to you soon.
Yeah, give me a call. You too.
Nice seeing you guys.
You too, guys.
Nice seeing you, Miguel.
Good meeting for now. Let's go fucking talk with this photo.
Yeah. The Dons are up there right now, I think.
Wait, the Dons or the Don?
Don, I don't fucking know. Whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, I know what's up though. You know, we do this shit, bro. NPC will go cry to Changi on the spot and be like,
Yeah.
oh, like I know what's up, bro. We have to handle it
Yeah.
politically.
Exactly.
But why,
I'll
bro?
lock the
Why?
door behind us.
But why would CG get involved though? Like, it's not like NPC and NPC and BSK might be very close to fights, but I don't think it's like they're getting smoked over anything.
a good one, Sarge. I heard it.